basic knife defence. There's two types of knife attacks really. One's when a crazed, alcohol-fueled or drug addict is attacking you. They've got the mindset just to race in and kill you. There's no technique, but they've got the mindset, a killer instinct, and that's the worst case scenario. The other scenario is when someone is holding you up with a knife and they're just posturing, making out that they might stab you, and we've got a better chance of protection in this case. In the first case scenario, which is more than common, we're in a bit of trouble there, so we've got to really be alert, and if possible, the first thing in self-defense is avoidance completely, and the best defense against any sort of knife attack, whether it be the first one or the second scenario, is just to run away. And hopefully they won't be able to catch you. So avoid, run away is by far the best. Because in a typical knife attack where a person's not worried about their self-preservation or anybody else's, and they've just got that killer instinct, the mindset to take you out, it's not really a knife fight, it's a knife assassination, and it's over in a couple of seconds. If I'm looking at my lad here and his friend and I want to take him out, I'll just go up to him and say, "You've got the time, mate," and you'll be distracted. And I've just got about 10 stabs in there, and that's the end of the story. Another thing, you might be out in your car driving along and you see a lovely young lady on the side of the road who hails you down. You stop and she wants to help you pick something up for her. You are then distracted, you go and pick that object up, and her accomplice, who's hiding in the bushes, comes racing out and once again just goes berserk and stabs and slashes, and your history. So what can we do against that sort of an attack? Well, we have to be aware, and distance in any sort of knife attack is our friend. Now I'm going to get my son just to run in at me fairly slowly with his knife. Now if we've got our cane, the beauty about the cane is it's already in the window of combat, it's already drawn. Some research by police in the United States, the Tula report I think, says that a knifer can cover a distance of about 21 feet in 1.5 seconds. And in 1.5 seconds an officer can just draw his firearm out and get 2 aim shots off. At 15 feet he can't even get a shot off. So a knifer about here to where my son is, in 1.5 seconds you come in and get it before an officer can draw his weapon and protect himself. With the cane, we already have our weapon drawn. So if Nathan comes in and starts attacking me, I've already got a weapon in the window of combat here which can help me protect against multiple stabs and all the rest of it. And after that, creating distance is the most important thing. So if I can stop that attack, a good way is to step off line if I can see it coming. And again, Nathan attack, I can step off line, take him out in the face, and then try and take him down. But one of the problems about knife fighting is a lot of people are stabbed and killed and they don't even know they've been in a knife fight. So we must be very wary, and if someone's attacking you, the best thing to do is to assume they're carrying a knife somewhere on their body. So once again, Nathan is coming in, I'm stepping to the side. Now I'm going to try and create distance by pushing him away. These have to be very, very strong blocks. Once he's away, I'm going to keep him at distance with any sort of power shot that I've got in my arsenal, which may be power shots coming through. See, he's backing off now. And I'm going to keep him at that distance with anything I can do, because I don't want him coming in to my personal zone. So I'm keeping him at bay with figure eights, with power shots, even with swings. And if there's more than one of them, the old swing above the head, try and keeping a distance and keeping these people at bay is the best chance you've got. And the first chance, if you can, after that, is to run away. If you actually manage to get one of these people down and knock them down on the ground, which I won't do to my son, you can't carry on your attack. You must back off, but you've got to make sure they don't get up. So if they try to get up, you can make sure they stay down there, because after the first attack, if you let them get up, and they've got another knife on them somewhere, the whole thing starts again, and you may not be so lucky the second time. A very famous martial artist called Jeff Thompson in England is a good martial arts writer, black belts and everything that you can mention, and his advice against protecting yourself against the knife is 20 miles per hour in the other direction. Or, he said all the knife fights he's been in as a professional bouncer, the only thing that's really saved him is provenance. So you've got to have a bit of luck going with you as well. So we've cleared the distance away, and that's for what's called the prison yard rush. When someone's rushing in at you, I'm going to take Nathan, let me think I can. If he gets in too close, I'm going to go double-handed and try any technique that I can to try and stop that knife coming in. This is where the double-handed blocks come into it. Now that's for the killer who just wants to kill you. We might have someone who wants to rob us, or is just posturing to try and show off with their knife. Now, my son will just stick out, something like that. Now, here's a beautiful opportunity to defang the snake and take his knife hand out by just coming in, whacking him across the hand, removing the knife, and then coming in with any technique that we want and take him out. This is a great opportunity to try all those strikes which we learn in CaneMasters. Experienced knife fighter won't show you the knife, he'll be fighting like this, so he won't have the opportunity to try and defang. And I've got to watch out that if he grabs my cane and pulls it in, I'm now stabbed and I'm gone. So you've just got to watch that as well. Once again, in that case, if they look experienced, keep your distance. And a cane is the perfect weapon for distancing. If you don't have a cane, you can try anything else, rubbish bin lid, a coat, backpack, satchel, anything to try and put something in that space you've created. An armed police officer is a good thing to put between you and the knifer, provided he's got his firearm drawn. We might also have another scenario where Nathan wants to attack me, and this time he's got me with the knife here. Once again, a bit of a posture. Here's a great opportunity just to step back, do the parry block, and then take him out once again with any strike we like. Also, if Nathan's got the knife in my back, he's not intending to stab me. If he had, he would have already stabbed me. There's an old saying, stabbers don't show and showers don't stab. Well, he's got the knife out there. What I will be doing here is stepping out quickly, fan blocking or other block, just hit him in the hand, and taking him out once again to the ground. There could be another scenario where he's got me around the neck from the back. This is not good. So what I've got to do is try and getting in here, hold him here. Here's where I can use the crook. Getting the crook in here and dragging that out. And, well, I've got him in the head, taking him out and then hitting him with any strike I like. If he goes down to the ground, keep him down on the ground. So there's just a few little examples of how to protect this using the cane. It's varnished and it's already drawn, and it's great to give us distance. Now, also if someone's got the knife and they're posturing with this, whether it's an experienced knife fighter or not, we can also take a guard of anything we like, our favourite guard. Now what I like to do here is move around to the person's outside to make them move. You can't be static, you've got to be moving all the time. You don't have to have a martial arts wide stance, you just have to move around gently. Moving to his outside, so he's always trying to follow me. And that'll stop him from rushing in on that prison yard rush, hopefully. So I'm doing that. I'm also moving towards the blunt side of his weapon here, because he's got the blade facing that way. So he's going to have to come out yeah, and do that. If we can see a knife attack coming in close quarter combat, an overhead stab, I will be doing an overhead block, and stab to the river. I'll be stepping back, blocking like that, stab to the side, I'll be coming in with a block like that, and stab to that side, also like that. There is another type of block we can do with a stab coming in from the side. Now I'm blocking with this part of the cane and using this as a lever, coming down, just if you don't need that, coming down, and then taking him out with whatever technique I like. So there's a few more little examples.